All right, here's chapter 8. 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 more is 8. All right. It worked. Benedict went sprawling. Hey, he screamed when he got back to his feet. You tripped me. It was an accident. I shot to my feet. I was stretching. You should look where you're going. You should keep your big feet under your desk. They're not as big as your head, I replied. Benedict let out a roar and tackled me. We went rolling across the floor. Boys, Mrs. Fractali shouted. Benedict and I sprang apart. Go to the office, both of you. That was fun, Benedict said when we got in the hall. Did it look like I really tripped you? Totally. Good thing she doesn't know we play like this all the time. Yeah, I hope we didn't scare her too much. I knew Benedict wouldn't get hurt when I stuck my foot out. We played lots of games that involve pretend pushing, tripping, falling, and shoving. We just don't usually play them in the classroom. Do you think we're in a lot of trouble? Nah, we'll just get a lecture, he said. He was right. I guess Principal Chomsky could tell that Benedict and I were friends and that the whole thing had been an accident followed by a misunderstanding. We were warned and released. We got back to the classroom just in time to miss the whole math lesson. Miss Fractali called us to her desk after the bell rang. I expected better behavior from you, she said. We're sorry, I said. Really sorry, Benedict said. But we made up and we learned a valuable lesson. I kicked his foot to stop him from going too far. Miss Fractali seemed satisfied. She smiled, went to her cabinet, and reached into her pocket. The smile turned into a frown. I seem to have misplaced my key, she said. I'll look. I hunted for a moment and then lifted the marker. Found it. Thank you, Logan, she said. It's a good thing the principal didn't make you stay in the office. Well, I hope both of you are ready for the math test. We're totally ready. Math is all we've been thinking about, Benedict said. Miss Fractali gave Benedict a funny look. I dragged him out of the room before he said too much. After school, we took a bus right to the museum. Dr. Thegoras wasn't in his lab, but Cypher was. The robot rotated its head toward us. Uh-oh, Benedict said. I don't want to get zapped again. Neither did I. I didn't trust that robot, but I knew what it was built to do. If I could keep it busy, it wouldn't hurt us. So I asked it a question. Hey, Cypher, can you tell me about zero? I remembered there was an exhibit upstairs about that. That did the trick. Cypher started talking. About 5 minutes later, Dr. Thegoras walked in. Ah, it's my two new math fans. You realize you ran out of here yesterday without all the skills you needed. Yeah, we figured that out, I said. Can you fix us, Benedict asked. I believe so, Dr. Thegoras said. You'll have to go into the repetition room. It will restore your multiplication and division abilities. He led us down the hall to the matheteria. When he opened the door to the repetition room, we saw a second door at the other end. This time there were 2 rooms to go through, he said. Well, why? Benedict asked. Numbers, like patterns, Dr. Thegoras said. So do mathematicians. In you go. We walked through the first room into the second. Good luck, boys, Dr. Thegoras said. The door closed. Math flooded back into our heads in swirling numbers. I looked around. The far wall opposite the door and the walls on both sides were covered with multiplication problems. Tons of them. This can't be good, Benedict said. And that was the end of chapter 8. Imagine what they'll have to do in the multiplication room. Some tough problems, I'm sure.